everybody, and welcome back to the World of Fandom Fights. I'm your host, the King Caleb Coho. I'm in the main hosting chair again. This is a throwback Thursday. It's been a crazy turn of events, but I'm here alone. No Nick, no Tim, and unfortunately, no one else. But what we do have for you today is a great team's debut match between 4 members of the same faction, so it's going to be pretty interesting. We got Kaiser and Abel, and we got Melissa and Antonio coming together to make their debuts. It's going to be a good one. I think everyone here, with the exception of Abel, has played and shown what they can do, so that's going to be interesting, and I'm very excited to see how they do. So with that out of the way, we'll go ahead and hear what these guys have to say right now in promos or promo.
Hey guys, how you guys doing?
Hey.
It's like a lazy weekend.
I would say this is the most awkward debut ever because it's like already a civil war. So I don't know. I'm just gonna have fun with it. This is me and Abel's first chance to really see how we can, work. I mean, we already sort of had a match together, but I don't know. We'll just gonna see how this goes. And I feel like I kind of don't know who really to root for because I mean we all come out on top no matter what.
As far as civil wars go, I feel like this is going to be very civil.
Yeah, exactly. War. No shit talking. We're just gonna be like supporting each other.
Yeah.
I do feel like Melissa's ready to kick ass because she's got the pink Power Ranger on and
Power Ranger suit. She's standing.
And I'm like, fuck. Right. I just woke up, so I'm just like, all right. I didn't think we were gonna take it that seriously. But
I just got home from the bar, so whatever.
Yeah. I didn't know wearing a onesie and drinking rosé was serious, but here we are.
I mean, she's not that serious. She's drinking rosé. Okay.
Cheers.
Let's go. Let's have a good game, everybody.
The pink Power Ranger.
Yeah. All right. That was a nice big group promo. I think that was all fun to see everyone play. But without further ado, we'll go ahead. We'll get this match started with round number 1. Round number 1 is going to work like this. You're going to get 10 different questions from 10 different areas within the realm of fandom fights. So as you get all 10 questions correct, you'll be issued a bonus question. You are playing individually for your team on this one, so no conferring. You have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule. Any questions as we get into round number 1?
Yes, just to confirm, Melissa and I are the same as Antonio and Abel. So yeah, that's the correct thing. Yeah.
I think I said that earlier.
Yeah,
I
was like,
I'm bad. I was like, I did not get any sort of memo going into this. So apologies to the viewer. I'll make that we clarified that for them. I don't know if Tim's going to cut that or what, but we're going to maybe leave it. Maybe you saw that. But without further ado, we'll go ahead. We'll get into round number 1. Your first question comes in the category of Planet of the Apes. How many guards does Koba kill when he pretends to be dumb in order to steal their guns in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes? I'm being very protective of my microphone cord because I barely bumped it earlier and my audio went out and I was talking for like 3 minutes and no one heard me. And I was like, oh no. It's pretty hard to fix. You gotta get up and unplug in. So
we have one host. We got to be careful with this one.
This is true. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I'll go ahead. I'll start with Kaiser.
It's been a while. 3.
We'll go to Melissa.
3.
We'll go to Antonio.
Deuce. 2.
And we'll go to Abel.
Yeah, deuces.
2 is correct. I believe it's Galac-Deez Nuts was the name, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 2 points. Just want to make sure I got the name right because in the corner it says Sirius and versus Nuts. I was like, I want to make sure that I
names. Thank you.
I got it. Your second question comes to the category of fandom quotes. Which Wizarding World character said, "It's changing out there, just like last time. There's a storm coming, Harry, and we all best be ready when she does." Quotes. Everyone's favorite round 1 category, round 2 category, and round 3 category. I'm pretty sure everyone just uses quotes as a strength all around. Fun times. Always fun. Fun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Abel on this one.
I went with everyone's favorite Godfather, Sirius Black.
We'll go to Kaiser.
I was between that and Hagrid.
We will go to Melissa.
I guessed Ron Weasley.
And we'll go to Antonio.
I figured it's ironic considering who we're playing, so I said Sirius Black.
The answer is Hagrid or Rubius Hagrid. So that will go to Team Sirius. It'll be a 2-1 lead in favor of Nuts. And we will go to question number 3 in the category of YA. What animal does Triss get a tattoo of in Divergent? I've always wanted a tattoo, but I'm also just super sensitive skin. So I'd get the tattoo, my skin would get red and it'd get puffy, and I'd be in pain for the hour or so that I'm in the chair, and it'd be a whole mess.
It's all worth it in the end, though.
Right, but then I'd get made fun of because Timothy would be like, "Why you have a tattoo?" 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Antonio.
I still refuse to watch these movies. I just guess Fox.
Melissa.
I guess bird.
We will go to Abel.
I also said a bird.
And we will go to Kaiser.
I say a bear.
Bird or birds, we'll accept that. That is correct. As we will now go to the fourth question in the category of DC. Who plays Batman in Batman Forever? The woefully underrated and overhated Batman Forever.
I literally just finished watching this an hour or before my nap.
This movie's fun. I'll stand by it. Better than Batman Returns. I'll argue that one till the day I die.
Oh my god, I know this.
And definitely Batman and Robin. Yeah, that's that one. I think people could back me up on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Melissa.
I totally blanked. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
We'll go to Kaiser.
Val Kilmer.
We'll go to Abel.
What kind of a name is Val, anyway?
That's a great question. And Antonio.
How dare you? He's my favorite Batman. He has a great documentary, Val Kilmer.
A lot of information revealed right there in that correct answer. 5-3 in favor of Nuts as we get into your next question, the category of the MCU. Which MCU film was the first to feature Howard the Duck? Seminal classic character of stage and screen and panel. Incredible character. Just like me, incredible character. It's a comment that most likely was meant to be an insult. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Abel.
I said the Guardians of the Galaxy.
We will go to Melissa.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
We'll go to Antonio.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
And Kaiser.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's correct for the clean sweep. 7-5 as we go to your next question, the category of Star Wars. Who clears out the surface cannons on the Dreadnought at the beginning of The Last Jedi? Top 3 of the movies for me, but that's also people have said I'm a madman when it comes to Star Wars. My takes are too spicy for Star Wars.
I respect that, though.
This and Revenge of the Sith and probably the first one still stand in my top 3. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Kaiser.
I have no idea. Is he Rose Tico?
We'll go to Abel.
He makes one of the worst Yo Mama jokes in movie history. We'll
We'll go to Melissa.
I guessed Ray.
We will go to Antonio.
Poe Dameron.
Poe Dameron is correct. 9-5. Dolly Parton would be happy. What a way to make a living. Nuts leads
Full
to
disclosure.
Sirius.
Yeah. Full disclosure. I forgot what cleans out means. So I thought it was a literally clean.
Not even doing maintenance.
I was like, huh? Yeah. I was like, huh?
This is valid. Your next question is in the category scores the soundtracks. What song do Anna and Prince Hans sing together at the party in Frozen? The timeless seminal classic. I've raised this point before that the 2010s is almost 1-to-1 remake of the Renaissance in terms of successes, and this is technically the Lion King of the new Renaissance, and people usually hate me for that. I'm not wrong though. Had major radio hit. Music was big. I don't know. Weird story. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Abel.
I could only think of the Honest Trailer version, so I couldn't think of it.
We will go to Melissa.
I don't even think this is a song, but Happy Together?
We'll go to Kaiser.
Love is an open door.
And we'll go to Antonio.
I had no idea. I just guessed Time of My Life.
Love is an open door is correct. So cutting into that lead, 9-6. Not quite as making Dolly happy. Your next question is in Mission Impossible. How many nuclear bombs does the team need to simultaneously defuse at the end of Mission Impossible Fallout? I have this habit when I write on my board and I have time, I'll draw over the letters a few times, and I've done that to the T with nuts on my board, and now it looks almost like a crucifix. And I don't really like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how I did that. It just kind of looks like a giant, either a plus kind of. I don't know. We're gonna erase a little bit. That's make that even. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Kaiser.
2.
We will go to Abel.
When in doubt, go with 3.
We'll go to Antonio.
I said 2 also.
We'll go to Melissa.
I said 5.
2 is correct. So it is 10-7 as we get to your penultimate question of the round, and the category is Star Trek. The USS Excelsior is captained by Hikaru Sulu in which film?
It's just a subtitle. Cool.
We will accept just the subtitle if there is one. It's a tight game right now. It's only 3-point difference. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Abel.
I said that one. Wrath of Khan.
We'll go to Antonio.
What undiscovered country?
We'll go to Melissa.
Undiscovered country.
And Kaiser.
Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country.
The Undiscovered Country is correct. So it is 11-9 as we get to your last question of the round. I believe there are no perfect rounds. Your category is Alien versus Predator. Who plays the main character Royce in Predators? I say there are no perfect rounds. I'm just counting them along real quick to make sure I didn't mess that up. Yeah, I'm 99.999 repeating that we don't have any perfect rounds. Well, actually, yeah, we definitely don't, because the score, it does. I don't see there's a 17 to 12 sort of situation. So, yeah, math's hard, and when you're alone like me, I'm freaking out internally. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Melissa.
Shane Black.
We will go to Abel.
He does such a bad tough guy voice. Adrian Brody.
We will go to Kaiser.
Adrian Brody.
And Antonio.
It's a very underrated Predator movie. Adrian Brody.
It's a movie, but his
Adrian
voice.
Brody. It is correct. So that puts Galac-Deez Nuts in the lead at round 1, 13 to Sirius's 10. As we go into round number 2, which is the wheel round, and it works like this. You're each going to get a spin at the lovely wheel from wheeldeside.com. If you like the category you land on, you're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can opt multiple choice, but it devalues it down to being only worth 1 point. You can spin again if you don't like what you land on the first time, but you were stuck with whatever you land on the second time. Be aware there is stealing in this round. I believe both teams have all 3 repeats and their challenge intact. I don't know if that got caught up, so we're gonna really hope that didn't get caught in the audio. Right. We give Tim a clean cut for that real quick. All right, so it is 13-10. Galac-Deez Nuts, you're in the lead. Would you like to go first or defer your categories again on the wheel tonight? Are I say as I click over. MCU, Planet of the Apes, DreamWorks, Horror Icons, James Bond, YA, Middle Earth, Disney Animation, and Spinners and Opponent's Choice.
Yeah, Antonio, I don't know how you feel, but I'm thinking going second. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, because every time I choose, I always somehow fuck up.
Okay, put the pressure on me, why don't you? No, I'm feeling with this wheel. There's some stuff we might want them to take off for us. So
okay.
I'm thinking let's go second.
That's fine. So yeah, let's go second.
All right. So this will be the spin for Sirius. Your spin is away, and it lands on Planet of the Apes. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I think. Do you think you should keep it?
I would be okay with keeping it, but do we want to spin it to chance it or not? We are down, so.
You know what? Let's be adventurous. Let's keep it. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
So this will be the questions for you in your category Planet of the Apes. Your question is, first question. What was the first Planet of the Apes film to not feature Charlton Heston?
Is Escape from a Planet of the Apes.
Yes.
Escape from a Planet of the Apes. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. In War for the Planet of the Apes, the Colonel is infected with the disease after coming into contact with what?
Shit.
I
I haven't seen it since it came out.
think we can get it by multiple. Or do we want to
Multiple
do
choice.
Okay,
Multiple
yeah.
choice then. Yeah.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Caesar, B, Nova's doll, C, his son's notebook, or D, Rocket's rifle? And Abel, can we get both hands on?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
I want to say either the doll or the notebook.
Yeah, those are the two that jumped out to me too.
Do you recall this scene at all?
4.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. Let's do a repeat of the question.
Yeah, sure.
That was your first repeat. Your question again. In War for the Planet of the Apes, the Colonel is infected with the disease after coming into contact with what? And your options are A, Caesar, B, Nova's doll, C, his son's notebook, or D, Rocket's rifle.
I'm leaning more doll, but I'm not
Me too.
sure. Okay,
Me too.
let's.
The doll. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Yes.
Nice.
Your third question. In Rise of the Planet of the Apes, David Oyelowo's character Stephen Jacobs dies while inside what type of transportation?
I haven't seen this in a while either. So, do you know?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember what character that is. I want to say bus, but I'm down to go to multiple choice. Yeah.
Your multiple choice options are A, helicopter, B, airplane, C, taxi, D, tank.
I think it's a helicopter.
What was? I didn't hear what he said for D. Did he say tank?
Yes, I think.
Okay.
I think it was. I remember a helicopter scene, but is that him?
That sounds. I'm just not remembering this. I'm sorry.
Helicopter. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Damn you. You had that.
Good job.
Your penultimate question in Planet of the Apes. What rank is Leo Davidson in the U.S. Air Force in 2001's Planet of the Apes?
Captain Davidson.
Yeah.
Captain. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in Planet of the Apes. What is the name of Caesar's wife in Battle for the Planet of the Apes?
Is it Lisa?
Yes.
Lisa. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. So at the end of the round, Sirius gets
Damn,
the
bro.
score up to 18, with Galac-Deez nuts behind with 13. As we bring back the wheel, this will now be the spin for nuts. Your spin is away, and it lands on Middle Earth. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I'm saying keep on this one
Yeah, you feel confident in this one?
for sure.
Go ahead, man. Let's go. I'm going to be the secondary help, so there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Middle Earth, your first question. What is the only Middle Earth film not to feature the character of Legolas?
He's not in the first Hobbit movie.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Who plays Dwalin in the Hobbit series?
It's Gray McTavish, right?
Go ahead. I forgot his name.
Okay. Gray McTavish. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. In The Return of the King, what does Denethor make Pippin do while he eats?
Sing a song.
Yeah.
Sing a song. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points.
The Edge of Night. Great song.
It's on. Your penultimate question in Middle Earth. Who swoops in on great eagles to beat the orcs with Radagast in the Battle of the Five Armies?
It's the Bjorn or something.
You want to go multiple choices to be sure, or
No, I'm pretty sure.
yeah? All right, go ahead.
Bjorn, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in Middle Earth. Other than a sword, what else does the Balrog make from flame when facing Gandalf on the bridge in the Fellowship of the Ring?
Whip, right?
Okay. Final answer.
Whip on
That is correct for 2 points and a clean sweep of Middle Earth.
tough, man.
To get the score up to 23 to 18. But anything can happen as we get into round number 3, which is the betting round, and it works like this. There are going to be 5 questions in this round. We're going to give you the category. You are going to tell us which player on the team will take it and how many points you'd like to bet between 0 and 2 points. If you get the question right, you will gain those points. If you get the question wrong, you will lose those points. We go until someone is mathematically eliminated or the score reaches 0. When we give you the first question, whoever takes the first question, the person opposite on their team will take the second. And you can redistribute on 3 and 4. You can confer on the 5th and final question only. Any questions as we get into round number 3?
No.
All good.
All right, then the first category you can bet points on is DC. Who will take it and how much you want to bet on DC? So we'll get bets first, starting with Antonio.
1.
And Kaiser.
2.
All right, your question in DC. What is the full real name of the Green Lantern played by Ryan Reynolds in Green Lantern?
Do these get progressively harder?
Potentially.
Potentially. That's vague enough.
Pens down. We will start with Antonio.
Hal Jordan.
And Kaiser.
Hal Jordan.
That is correct. It's now 24 to 20. Melissa and Abel will have to take the next question, which is in the category of scores and soundtrack. Okay. We good with bets?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Abel, how much you betting?
I bet a big fat 0.
And Melissa.
0.
It's my favorite. It's a stats-only round. Your question.
Love that.
Name one of the 2 Wizarding World films composed by Alexander Desplat.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry.
Mm.
We have 3 repeats still for Nuts, 2 for Sirius, a 4-point game, and no potential gain or loss on this question. And the judge and I are not related. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Melissa for stats.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
And Abel for stats.
Wow, I'm glad this doesn't matter. Deathly Hallows Part 1.
Deathly Hallows Part 1 is correct. The other one being Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Damn.
Score remains 24 to
I knew
20.
it was one of the later ones, but okay, cool.
Score remains 24 to 20. As you can redistribute who will take the next question, which is the category of the MCU. Who will take it? How much you want to bet on the MCU? All right, we'll go to Kaiser or Melissa.
Oh,
Right, it is Kaiser. Okay, sorry. And Antonio.
Go big. 2.
All right. So we have a situation on this one. If you both hit, then we'll see what happens. I'm bad at math, and Nick's gonna yell at me if I mess this up. So I'll just see how this goes. Your question in MCU: which members of the Avengers let me start over. Which member of the Avengers calls out attack patterns from the top of a building during the Battle of New York in the Avengers? Didn't want to read that too fast and flip things around, so I was like, just very, very crucial question. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Kaiser.
Hawkeye.
And Antonio.
I also said Hawkeye.
Hawkeye is correct, so it is 26 to 22. As we get to your next question, which Melissa and Abel have to take, is in the category of Star Wars. How much you want to bet on Star Wars? Okay. Antonio and Melissa are taking it. Antonio or not Antonio? Abel.
No,
I put an A on my board, and I was like, "That's a bad strategy," because they're both start with A. Abel, how much are you betting?
I'm about as useful as the G in lasagna in this round, bro. 0.
I love that. Melissa.
2.
All right, your question in Star Wars. How does Count Dooku die in Revenge of the Sith?
Damn it.
You knew this one?
Yeah.
Crucial.
I thought it would be like a really hard Star Wars question because those tend to come up, and I shit the bed on those.
If you need repeat, then ask for it.
4, 3,
I feel pretty
2.
confident.
1. Pens down. We'll start with Abel for stats.
For stats, decapitated by Anakin.
And Melissa.
Guess not. I said falls to death.
And your winners, Galac-Deez nuts.
Oh,
The answer was beheaded by Anakin. Final score 26-20. Pretty good match all around. We'll go ahead and we will talk to our unfortunate second place finishers today, Melissa and Kaiser. You guys put up a solid game in the debut. Just sort of came down to that betting round and trying to figure out on how to situate those and how to place those. Sometimes the betting round just comes up and it's just like not entirely in the favor of the team in terms of order coming up. How are you guys feeling about the match?
This is all on me, like 100%. Kaiser did amazing.
It's all right.
I made a lot of mistakes in round 1. The Planet of the Apes one, I wanted to put 2, but I was like, maybe it's 3. I don't know. And then Val Kilmer question, I definitely knew that. I just totally blanked on his name. So, yeah.
Not gonna lie, this was disappointing because I think I played almost to the best of my ability, and to still come up with a loss, it sucks. So yeah,
that's fair. The fandom is populated with both situations on teams throughout it. I know personally my boy Scully has played his best and come up short a few times. I know that I've been on the receiving end of this as well, where it's like I didn't play as well as I could. But I think you guys played a solid game. You guys have good chemistry. I think that we will definitely be seeing you guys again soon. Are there any teams that you are looking to play in a rebound match?
Whoever.
just anyone. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we will see you guys again soon. We'll go over to our winners today. The most offensive name I think I've ever said out loud in a fandom match, Galac-Deez nuts. How you guys doing? Congrats on the win. How you feeling?
Love that name more and more every time I hear a host say it. So good. I think I can speak for the both of us when I say we're feeling great, but also they shouldn't be hanging their heads because they also played a really solid game. You know, it's the luck of the draw in the end. You know, you get questions you get questions you don't. That's, they shouldn't feel too bad about that. I feel like we should trust our gut a little bit more in round 3 because these questions were pretty, I'm not saying easy, but gettable. Do you know what I mean? I thought Star Wars is usually like very tricky. Do you know what I mean? And I thought maybe steer clear of that one.
I'll give this to Abel because he kind of came through with Lord of the Rings. I honestly would have been like barely any help. So I think, man, that mostly goes to you. And I'm also just glad I went big with MCU because I'm always still a bit concerned. So I think that was like that kept it like still far away, so that way it wouldn't become like a whole back and forth match. But yeah, just glad that we came out with the win, and I hope that we don't play anyone else in our faction for a while.
Yeah. Let this be the last of it.
That's fair. And normally this would be the part where I'd be like, well, this is actually but I don't have that. So I can't give you a look into the crystal ball of the future, but I'll ask you, are there any teams that you would like to play in your next match?
I'll give this to Antonio. He knows more about the roster, I think.
Well, I'm sure there's like a lot of new teams, but pretty much just anyone besides our own people. That's it.
That's a good call. That's a solid call.
I definitely feel that sentiment hard.
Yeah.
We have to go back and mend some fences after this, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, congratulations on the win. We'll see you guys again real soon. And that is going to do it for us today at Fandom. Thank you so much for joining us for this match. And thank you all for participating. Thank you to Kaiser, to Melissa, to Abel, to Antonio. I am Caleb. This has been Fandom Fights, and we'll see you guys real soon with another great match.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.